to Bizchicks TV. We're here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle so you can build a profitable business that's fun to run. Here are your hosts.
Hello, everyone. Welcome, everybody watching live and on the replay. I'm here with Terry Johnson online everywhere, all the way from New York City. And I'm Terralina, and we're in the house with the Bizchicks. So we want you to relax, sit back, because we're going to talk to TJ about some marketing strategies that are going to blow your mind today. Make sure you've got that pencil ready. Take those notes. TJ, what you got for us today?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another week of Marketing Talk. Like Terralina just said, that we are here to help you grow your business online and take the hassle out of your hustle. So I always try to come up with some topics or subjects that we need to know about. So we started off we started off this year. So everything's new. So let me start over. So everything is new. Always things are changing. So we had to keep up with the changes. So that's what this is all about. What is new now? So the CEO of Instagram comes out and said something, or somebody posts something on LinkedIn and it gets a discussion. So that kind of gets our attention. So things that are going on now, especially when I said all last year that it was the AI first world, AI this, AI that. I know we're all sick of hearing about AI. And I got some good news about AI. We're not going to talk about it as much in the future. And I say that because AI is going to be layered into everything. And you can see that now. You see it, right?
All everywhere.
Right. And they don't call it AI, they call it different things. I mean, I think I was in my ClickUp, which is like a note-taking CRM all-in-one organizer for your business. So I went to ClickUp today, and there was something popped up that said Brian. Well, who is this Brian? Did I ask for Brian? Brian is there. So it's not going to be called AI. It's going to be called whatever you like. I mean, I could probably ask them, I don't want a Brian, I want a Brianna or whoever, or I don't want a name.
But so you'll be able to customize your AI.
It will be, and you can see that we're moving into AI agentic, which is assistance. We're moving into the assistant part of, okay, we're tired of talking about AI. Let's talk about the things I need to do. So that's where we're moving. So if you, I say that because if you're tired of hearing about AI, I know I am, because I'm like, listen, you either use it or you don't. I don't really care. I use it.
I love it.
Yeah, it's your assistant, right? We're moving into that. You see, and that
it's doing more and more in a more friendly and a more user-friendly way.
Yes, because we're human, so it has to take on human characteristics of, like I said, being an assistant, being a nanny, being a caretaker, being a whatever. And we talk about those things on Tuesday. Terralina brings up these great stories about tech and things that they're doing in tech, and we go, wow, but they come to pass. Like
they do.
We talked about one maybe a year or two ago about the AI journalist. That it was all AI. I remember that, and everybody.
The newscasters,
right? The newscasters that did the news, and it was all AI. It wasn't a person. It wasn't even a person's voice, and everybody was like, "Oh, I don't like that." I was like, "Give it time; it'll just integrate."
We won't even notice after a while.
Thank you. That's what I mean. You won't notice it. It'll just be, I need blah blah blah, and whatever device you have. Will give it to you, whether it's your computer or your voice assistant in the house, or your phone, or your watch, or your shirt, or whatever it's going to be.
And there seems to be so much competition to give the same services through different apps, because they don't want to be late to the party.
Right. But see, this race to be the first, there's no guy. The race is over. It's just going to be, I need to do XYZ, and whatever fits the bill the best is going to come to me and do the thing that I ask.
Okay.
I need a shortcut. I need help. I need an idea. I need to plan a trip. Whatever it is, you see that coming. So I say all this because we're going to start talking about the things that we need to do. Tie into today's topic. Start with clarity. So if you're starting with a confused mind, and
Well,
I love to bring up the AI because there's so many takes on it. There's so many confusions. Oh, this company is going to be the winner. There's not
yeah,
any. The only winner is us.
I love it. I love that.
We're the winners because we get to do something faster, easier, cheaper, better. We get to learn stuff on our time. We get the information. It's all about information and data. And you get it when you need it. It's not going to be the winner.
Okay.
It's going to be wherever you're standing. Wherever you're standing. You could be standing in the middle of Walmart and need something and say to the air, I need to know the aisle with the pasta on it. Or I need spaghetti. And it'll tell you, go to aisle 3.
Wow.
Thank you.
Clip that. Yeah.
See, I want that. I don't care about how it comes to me.
Exactly.
I don't care how it comes to me. I've got a problem. So you got to start with clarity. So that's the AI is going to bring clarity to whatever it is you need, whether it's your business, whether you're at home with the baby, whether you have to take care of an elderly person, or you have to do this, that, or the other thing. I'm just leaving it blank because it's going to be, I need blank.
Exactly.
And something you have will give you fill in the blank.
Yeah.
Good morning, Dr. Tati. It's gonna fill in the blank. I don't know else how to say it, but we have to start with clarity. All these things start with clarity. And what I mean starting with clarity is knowing the thing that you're trying to solve. If we bring it back to the business side of it, what is the problem you need to solve for somebody? Because if you're not solving a problem and providing a solution that's paid, you're not a business. You're just doing things for fun, charity, and nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with doing things for fun, to help, and this and that. But if you're online going, well, and I see this all the time, oh, Instagram, something, engagement is down, blah, 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 views are down, and they're mad because of that, but they're mad because, the sales not there. Okay. And nobody ever guaranteed engagement equals sales. Nobody. I don't think that was in the promise of you get views on a video, you get views on a reel, you get a sale. No, you get a view. La-di-da.
That's it.
La-di-da. So I was checking my email yesterday, and I have to go back and see who the person was. Somebody I followed for a reason. It must have been a good reason. Dr. Tati said, no, who said that? Nobody. Yeah. But that's stuck in their mind that I'm online posting, so I better I'm making money. And that's for just aside for a minute, that's a promise that's available, because people are saying that there are people selling courses or doing whatever, selling, oh, you can make an ebook, a PDF, or this or that, and you can make money easily. Yes. True, but there's a lot of work involved. So you gotta get that work in. I always bring up the farm. A friend always laugh when I bring up, I want to buy, over here in New York, we want to buy a farm because we're in the city. We think, oh, a farm is going to be lovely with chickens and goats and rabbits and fresh produce and this and that. And then you buy some land, upstate New York, and you get there and you're like, well, where is the garden? Where is the corn? Where is the kale? Where's the chicken
coop?
You gotta build that. You gotta build that. So
yeah, and you have to feed those chickens. I'm a witness.
But before you even get the chickens, well, there's nothing there. Where's the coop?
Exactly. Where's
the grass? Are they grass fed? This fed? There are so many decisions that have to be made before you get there. So you got to start with clarity. Just anything. That's why I love to bring up the farm analogy, because if people that grow up in an urban setting in New York City, they like, well, okay, it sounds good, the dream of it. And there was a TV show long ago that did this called Green Acres. I
was
love
gonna
this
say, were
show.
you thinking of Green Acres? Yeah.
Yes, I love this show. Hey, Tim's here. Tim.
Hey, Tim.
Yeah, we haven't seen you
Tim
in. I
Gillette.
hope you're doing well.
We
I hope
need some
everything's
Texas
well.
air, Tim. So
The Texas air. Well, I hope he might still be there. I'm not sure. So it's been a while, but let us know. Catch us up. But back to this Green Acres. These are things that when I'm talking on Tuesday, they just pop in my head. So Green Acres, great show about a man and his wife living in New York. And it's in the theme song. Living in New York, the society, diamonds, the wife is diamonds and this, and the husband is something big shot or something. And he's unsatisfied with his New York City life. So he decides to buy a farm. I think he bought it sight unseen. I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember.
I can't recall, but I know that.
I don't remember how he bought it, but he buys it, tells his wife. It's all in the when you watch an episode, is the intro video that sets up the whole story. He comes home, tells his wife, pack it up. We're moving to wherever it is. I don't know where it is. Someplace outside of New York. The wife is like, I love New York.
I signed up for New York. I didn't sign up.
Yeah, the celebrity, the glitz, the glamour. That's all she knows. And then they have to pack it all up and move to, I don't know. I want to say shady something. This is. I'm trying to pull this out of my memory because I have not seen it in years. And they get there, and it's a farm, but the tractor's broken, this is broken, it needs to be turned into a productive farm. It's just a farm where everything is just laying around and it's slow life, and they come in and expecting things because we New Yorkers, we're like, things gotta move like this because we're used to it. Things that I want something, bam, 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 it comes, it's there. But once you leave, and that's why I love this show. You leave the city, you go there, and and there's nothing wrong with him wanting to be a farmer. Correct. Nothing wrong. It's a little fish out of water because he doesn't know anything about farming. And that's the whole premise of the show, which it is a comedy. So you see the pitfalls, the pratfalls, the things that go wrong, the misinformation. Thank you, Tim. Green Acres is a place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give it that countryside. See? Shows back then were great. They just, they put things simply. It was in the song, and you sung the song, and the story was in your head. So that was it. So that's what I mean about starting with clarity. Like, he knew he wanted to leave because he was dissatisfied with the celebrity, the fast life, whatever he was living in Manhattan. Buy something sight unseen, a farm, and then, okay, here comes the hard part. This is what I'm getting to. When everybody sees how easy it is to make money online. Oh, I'm going to be 6-figure, 7-figure guru. They're all out there selling you the dream, and you buy it, and you get it, and you go, well, where is it? Just like in Green Acres, he's like, this is not what I envisioned. The telephone, if they want to use the telephone, they had to climb a pole, a wooden pole with a wire.
That was
with the headset thing and the phone that went like this. The dial. All kind of things. And the way the house was set up, they couldn't walk into the bedroom. They had to climb in the window, I think. But see, the setup, and I gotta go watch this because now I'm remembering all this stuff. But the setup is he wanted something, the dream.
Yes.
But there was work involved. So he didn't count on that part. He thought it was all set up because he came from a place of everything was set up. See? So, but you got to start with clarity. You got to be clear about, okay, I bought this farm. I think the guy that sold it to him didn't cheat him, but didn't kind of, was kind of like, here's your farm. And he disappeared because he knew he sold them a lemon, like a lemon the car. Well, it's a lemon. As long as I sell it, I'm packing my bags and I'm getting out. So he left. Here's your keys. Happy farming. I sold the lemon. So
basically,
he comes and he's like, okay, I got the farm, and then sees, well, where's the phone? Where's the electricity? Where's the bed? Where's the water? Where's the plumbing? Where's the this? Tries to call the man. He's gone. He's absconded. Rightly so. Because you didn't start with clarity. You didn't do your due diligence. You didn't ask, well, how would I start a farm? And this is pre-Google days. So, I mean, today we could say, well, I want to buy a farm. How would I do that? AI is going to tell you what to do. Pretty much. I mean, it won't be 100% correct, but at least you're guided in the right direction. So here we are, wanting something online. We want the business. We want the success. We want to go viral and have millions of people buy our product. But that's not really how it works. It doesn't work. And why am I talking about this? Because there's a lot of frustration out there right now, every day. Frustrated, because I see others posting content, growing their following, having millions or thousands of followers, and they're posting about, I made money, I made $3,000 a day doing nothing. It's all out there, selling the dream. And I'm saying that yes, the dream is possible, but there's work involved, and they don't show you the work. They just show you
the outcome.
Here. Yeah, I'm here, and I made $100K this month or whatever. No, I'm just throwing numbers out. And you look at that, and you either follow their content online for free, or you buy their program or whatever they're selling, and you still can't make it work. So there's frustration there. And I'm just simply telling you, you have to start with clarity, as in your message, what it is that you're trying to say. Okay. Who are you saying it to? Are you saying it the right way to that particular group? And if none of these things are working, you have to look at where it's broken, like Christmas lights. You ever remember Christmas lights? You pull them out, then you plug them up.
Yes.
What? It doesn't work. Well, what do you have to do?
Unscrew each bulb to find out.
You got to see which bulb isn't working. That's your problem. That's the problem. So you have to start with clarity. You have to start with your message. It has to be crystal clear, simple. And these are some of the things that people don't think about because they're seeing the glitz and the glamour of I'm going to be the farm. And that's why I bring up the farm analogy, the green acres.
Well, let me bring up another analogy. Do you remember in 5th grade when you first learned how to write a theme?
Yes.
And you had to identify who, what, where, when, and why?
You still do. Thank you for bringing that up.
That's what this sounds like. To get clarity.
That's what you have to do.
Who are you talking to? What are you talking about? When are you talking about it?
Yes.
Why?
Yes. How? The manner. All these things matter. And see, the person that you're following online or seeing their content online, they figured it out because they got you. Just like the man that sold the farm. Got you on the hook.
Oh my gosh.
And he wasn't cheating because he sold the farm. He didn't say what could do. It's on I forgot the man's name on Green Acres, the name of the couple. It was on him to ask, is everything up to date? Is everything standard? When you buy a house, you have to ask these things. You have to get.
Was it Oliver?
Yeah, Oliver.
Lisa.
The last name or something. It was I remember Jaja Gabor as the wife.
Yeah, Oliver Wendell Douglas and Lisa Douglas.
Yes, thank you. So great show. Great show. Watch it. It's somewhere. I don't know where it is. Somewhere online, somewhere. But he didn't ask these things. He didn't start with clarity. I just want the farm because I've seen it's the dream of the farm versus the reality of what you have to do in the work involved. Because you can make money online. Businesses are doing it every day. Brands are doing it every day. Corporations are doing it every day. But like Terralina said, who, what, when, where, why, taught in what, the 5th grade?
Yeah, we 5th grade, and then in 6th grade you started writing themes.
Right.
Mhm.
But why do they teach these things to you in school, the basics? Because these are the backbones of the things that you're going to do. So now here you are, fast forward, I want to do XYZ online, and I think I'll be good at it. And I think and I know and this and that because I follow this person. But did you do the who, what, when, where, and why?
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Because everybody's not your customer. I hear that all the time. I'm gonna sell to everybody online. 8 to 80. Babies, grandmas, and everything in
Anybody
between.
with skin.
Anybody with money is my customer. That's a fast way to frustration, burnout, and not being successful. And then and this is the most important part I want everybody to get. When those frustrating things happen, what do they say? Social media doesn't work.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't work.
Mhm.
It's a scam. It's this and that. No, it works because somebody sold you that dream. They figured it out. You haven't. See?
Mm.
Figure it out. And there's a lot of work involved. Okay, so
Oh, you know who it was, Eustace Haney, the realtor.
yes.
Haney, Mr. Haney, remember?
Mr. Haney. Yes, Mr. Haney. He would be trying to get Mr. Haney. But it's your fault, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't ask the questions. Where's the telephone? Where's the electricity? How come I have to climb in the bedroom window to go to bed? Because there's no door or something's broken. You didn't ask all those things.
He had what? Painted a window in the bedroom?
There was something about them climbing to go to bed. They had to climb in the window. I don't know what it was.
I don't know what happened, but anyway.
And then there was something about in the kitchen when Lisa wanted to make breakfast or something, she couldn't she had to plug something about all kind of things. But you didn't ask. See, you just bought the farm because it was a dream. And I'm not saying not have a dream, but come on. Ask some questions.
Okay, so I'm looking over here online. It says in early episodes, Haney repeatedly profits from Oliver by removing all the farm's basics, fittings, and equipment. The kitchen.
Oh, so he took them away. See, that's another thing.
Stove, the cow.
Yeah.
And selling or renting them back to Oliver at wildly inflated prices.
Right. Because he's like, I see this guy from New York City. He doesn't know the first thing about farming. Well, it's to my advantage. And you could say, well, that's morally wrong, but you have to ask. You have to say, are all the amenities included? Do you rent an apartment or do you buy a house and go, you ask these things, or you have an inspector come, or you have.
I was going to say, don't they usually have an inspector before you buy something?
Yeah, but there's a lot of other things that you have to have inspected because the person selling the house or the realtor is going to be like they're going to put the best light on it. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's about the sale. I'm not putting down any realtors. I'm not putting down any owners, but I'm saying this is a two-way street. You as the seller and you as the buyer have to ask a whole bunch of things, start with clarity. You got to know these things. You can't go in blind. Okay. Like Oliver going in blind. It made for funny episodes and a funny show, but
in real life, who wants to go through that?
Nobody wants. Yeah. All jokes aside, nobody wants to do that because seriously, the way things are going in the world and in economics and everything, people are like, well, okay, I need to make money or I need to do this. Whatever the reason is, it's what I'm saying is doable online. It's just that there are these hurdles, these things you have to jump through. And it's not just, I'm going to make content and everything will just flow from there. If I build it, they will come from that movie. No, that's not how it works. It's not how it works. So you got to learn how it works. So content is the entryway to online, building a business, selling things, connecting with community, all of that, but you have to be clear about the messaging. You have to clear about the problem. For a business to be profitable, you have to solve a problem for a market. If you're not solving a problem, they don't care. That's why people say, well, I made content about so and so. I posted a reel, and because reels are pop, you must post reels every day. And people go, I post reels and nothing happens. Well, you're putting out the wrong bait in the trap. If you're trying to catch a mouse, you're gonna put a piece of watermelon in there. Mouse doesn't get. Mouse likes peanut butter and cheese and stuff like that. So you got to put. What I'm saying is, you got to put the right thing, the steps, the customer journey. And nobody talks about that. They just show you the easy road. This is how I made 10K this month. This is how I made 50K this month. And it looks so easy. It's so easy. All you got to do is sign up and buy my thing. And they are Mr. Haney. Thank you for bringing up the name, because I was trying to remember that man that sold the farm with he took away all the farm stuff.
Yeah, and then he started renting it back to him or selling it to him, and he couldn't get it conveniently. There was no Amazon. He was the only.
He had to climb that pole and call Mr. Haney. And you could say that's wrong, but no, that's just how it is. So, you have to. The thing is starting with clarity. I think people start with the end in mind of everybody's my customer. I'm gonna sell to everybody. Everybody with money is going to buy. Well, I have money, but if you're not solving my problem, or even if you're solving my problem, you're not doing it in an interesting way to catch my attention. So I never see you.
Oh, that's
another thing people don't think about. If you're not doing it in an interesting way, and I don't mean dancing, singing, and if that's not you, please don't do it. But there's a way to do it where you're catching attention. And that way, it may take a long time. See, that's another part of it. There's an instantaneous ATM quality to this. Like, I go to the ATM and poof, put my little card in and money just spits right out. That's not how it works. It's not instantaneous. You might have to work at this farm. See, that's why I bring up the farm. There's just it's just hard earth there. And Mr. Haney said, here's your farm with the hard earth. And you're like, well, how do I turn over that earth? Well, you need a tractor. Mr. Haney just happens to have a tractor for you to buy or rent.
Oh, rent.
It should have came with the farm. Well, it didn't. So what you going to do? You can buy the tractor. You can find a mule or something and get one of those old-fashioned plows, or find a shovel. I don't care, but you got to turn that earth over, put the seed in the ground. See how there's so many layers to this. But they sold you the dream of the finished farm. Rarely ever that way. And you can certainly there are farms that are already made, but they're going to be, the cost is going to be higher.
Yes.
Okay. You were going to say something?
No, I was just saying, you're going to pay more. You get what you pay for.
Yes. So there's the cost factor involved. Okay. So let me get back to my notes, because I have some notes from my lovely assistant, Jessica. All right. So we need to talk about the definition, especially for this new year, is that we need to clarify the confusion. You have to know, like I said, the problem. Business, there's no interaction or any exchange of goods and services for funds unless there is a problem. So do you know exactly what the problem is? Like, exactly that this group that you're trying to target, because remember, everybody's not your customer. So you whittle it down to a group, and you've done it by gender or income or demographics, any of those things. And you've whittled it down, and you know what it is that they need or want, or they have an issue with, because you've done that work. Again, a lot of work, a lot of prep work. You want soup, but you got to chop those vegetables.
I love it. And you got to let it simmer.
Yeah, what do you think when you go to the restaurant? What do you think the chef is in the back doing? What do you think all those people are doing? The chef is the head, but he's got people back there. You know, that person is chopping the carrots. That person is grilling the meat. This person is doing that. That person is doing that, and it all orchestrates together. So you don't see that. You just see the end result of the soup, thinking everything is so easy.
And you didn't
Everything.
realize what time they got to work either.
Yeah. Yeah, like the donut guy, the Dunkin' Donuts guy had to get up.
Oh my gosh.
Remember the Dunkin' Donuts time to make a donuts, and it was dark when he got up.
Well, all I know is when I went by the donut shop at 7, they were sold out.
Well, yeah, because they got up at 3.
They were sold out. And the people buying them had bought them and took them to work. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, yeah, okay. I'm glad thank you, Caroline, for bringing that up. So the thing about going to work, okay, I want to impress my boss. Let's say, you working in the office, you want to impress the boss, or you want to be nice, or you just love your coworkers. Fill in the blank. I'm going to bring pastries, donuts, coffee, and everything because it's the morning. Everybody wants that because we're grumpy with this and that, and coffee and a donut and a Danish might make in a bagel or whatever might make everybody in a better mood with a productive day. So to do that, what do you have to do? You have to get that stuff before you go to work, which means that the bakery or the coffee place, coffee shop, whoever, they have to have it when you're ready to go in, which is early. How do they make sure that the coffee and the donuts and the bagels and the pastries are ready? Because they got up at 3 a.m. because they knew, the baker knew, this is what you're going to want. Solving a problem. Okay?
Yep.
Solving a problem. It's really simple, but there's a lot of complicated steps. See?
You really have to think it through.
Yes. Yes. Please think it through. Because it's not impossible. It's just start with clarity, my intention, what I want to do, what are the steps to do it. Like Terralina said, who, what, when, where, why. Because you want to impress the boss, or the head boss is coming. Somebody's coming. The vice president is coming. Or, well, let me get up early and get those special pastries that the president likes, or the vice president likes, or that important person likes, because that's going to make everybody in a good mood. Or I'm doing it because it's my week to do it. Like everybody has a week that they do this in the office, and everybody, it's a pleasant working experience. So it just makes everybody's day go smoothly, and you're a part of that, whatever the reason is. But you have to go, okay, well, the bakery got to be ready. The coffee got to be ready when I need it. It's not going to work. See? It's not going to work. So these are the things that you think about. And it's like, it can be simple, but it's very intensive of planning first. See, that's another part of it. The planning of, I'm going to get the donuts and the pastries, or the special, I'm going to go to the special bakery where they make the special donut cruller, whatever it is. This planning involved with that to make sure everything goes smoothly. Again, this ties in with the farm. This ties in with all the things that you want to do online. Nothing happens haphazardly. Success doesn't come out of it, just falls together. No, it has to be planned. Now, the good thing about the plan is you make the plan and you just execute it. So it's not every day, let me make the plan, let me make the strategy. No, you're going to make the strategy once, and then you're going to execute it. So that's why you got to start with clarity.
I always recommend too that you test the strategy before.
Yes, that's the test too. You could, in the case of the coffee run, you could test it out on a weekend.
Yeah,
I need to go across town to the special bakery that makes a special thing. Yeah, they make a cronut or whatever the popular thing is now. And it's like, ooh, everybody's lining up for. Well, it's out of my way normally from the normal work route. Let me test it out on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, you do that once. You're not going to do that all the time, because you're like, okay, I got the timing down. I'm going to make it to work. I'm going to make sure that the boss gets this, or the special person coming to this, or the meeting, or whatever it is. You do it once, and it's done. Yeah. But there's planning involved, and then there's a successful outcome. Okay. So this is the thing that we're talking about, especially with online, is that you're going to plan things. You're going to have a layout. And what they call this online is most of these people that are selling the course or the ebook or the PDF or the mini workshop or the master, whatever they're selling, they've already set it up. It's called a funnel. They call it a funnel. I like to call it systems. Just a plan, a system of, okay, when somebody sees my content, they do step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. See, they plan that, because once you see the content, and then you've gotten into the thing lately is with Instagram is the comment the word guide and whatever the promise is, and then that's a series of steps. That's a funnel.
I call it funnel muddle.
But see, you have to make it as simple as possible. It has to be as simple as possible. It really has to be simple. And then the thing is, especially in just talking specifically about Instagram and the changes, it used to be Instagram, click the link in my bio. That doesn't work anymore. So now, because of the things we talked about with Instagram and the changes that they made based on a point system that have internally based on AI, now the thing is to get a conversation going in the DM direct message. That's where the people use ManyChat. I think there's another one called InstaChat. There's a couple of automated chat bots that do the work for them. So when you make the word, when you comment the word in the comments, the bot gets activated, the AI bot gets activated and delivers the promise of the free ebook, the free consultation, the free check, whatever it is that you're promising. See, it's the system of how it works. It really doesn't matter. Well, it does matter. I'm just saying that it really doesn't matter. It's usually content and offer, because you solved the problem, and then there's the offer, and then they go down the system, the funnel. To however you built it out. It could be simple or it could be complex.
Gotcha.
It could be that, but you got to start everything that we're talking about today. It starts with clarity: who, what, when, where, why. You have to have a plan. You have to have a system. And these things, it sounds hard, it sounds complicated, but like I said, with the system and the plan and the funnel, once you sit down and plan it out, and you can get help with this, because there are people that will help you with your funnel, help you with your system. That's their job. You can find them online. If they have set up their messaging correctly, you will find them by just do a simple search. Wherever you want, just a search, whatever search point you want to start at, whether it's Google, whether it's ChatGPT, whether it's Instagram, everything has a search. Every app has a search. Google still works. However you want to do it, because Google searching will bring up social media accounts, social media posts. We talked about that too.
Yep.
So you decide where you want to start. It doesn't matter what door you start with. Just start.
I love it.
See, if you're not opening doors, you're not going to get the answer that you desire. Whether it's an AI door, a Google door, an Instagram door, a LinkedIn door, Facebook door, I don't care where, Pinterest.
Pick that. Flip it.
Pick it and start. See, the key word is start. Everything goes there. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit more. Here's something from my assistant. Clear messaging puts you on a path to consistent growth. See, that's another part of it. Once you get this all set up and you've got it working well, you want it to continue. This is called scaling. You want it to continue growth. You don't want it to just stay, okay, well, I'm making X, this and that. You might want to scale it with adding more offers or adding more, expanding the reach of the audience. So there's different ways of doing that. But you always start with the growth. The growth doesn't come without the clarity, and you have to start with that. Okay, so here I'm another little statement that they made. Fix clarity first, everything else follows. Yes, we want to keep it simple. And also, I want to talk about consistency. Like, you'll hear that a lot. Like, you have to be consistently posting. Well, yeah, but again, start with clarity. Because if everything isn't clear, consistency won't fix that. You're consistently doing the wrong thing over and over and over without
Gotcha.
fixing the clarity. Okay? So you want to say who, and here we're back to the who, what, when, where. Posting won't help if people don't understand who you're for, what you're about, what you saw, why it matters, and who it is. The mistake most creators make is believing effort comes before clarity. Clarity comes first. Nothing, your effort of posting. Well, I'm posting 5 times a day. Like I said before, the reels. Oh, I post a reel every day and nothing happens. Well, you got to go back to the beginning. Start with clarity. Is your message clear? Who are you talking to? The who, what, when, where, why. Those things don't go out of style just because, oh, the AI bot is going to do it for us, or Claude is going to do this, or ChatGPT is going to do that. We still need the who, what, when, where, why. You still need the answers. So that's just not going to happen. So consistency only works after your messaging makes sense because you started with clarity. Otherwise, it's just confusion over and over. More content won't fix unclear positioning. Again, knowing who you're talking to, your messaging. More content doesn't make it work. Clarity makes it work. Okay. I think that's pretty much my notes. If we have some questions, let me make sure that I covered everything that I want to cover. Yes.
Okay, some of the
Yes. So,
signs, some
mhm.
signs that indicate that you lack clarity might be that you start a lot of things but finish very few.
Right. Nothing is successful at the end because
Mhm.
there's the clarity problem.
Or you change directions often because something else looks better. Shiny
Right.
object syndrome, right?
Same thing when you're taking a trip, you know where you're going. I mean, you have a destination in mind
Yes.
exactly. You put that in the GPS and you let it know where you want to go, and then there's the guide. You don't go, well, I just want to drive. Well,
I'll
drive
figure it
where?
out on the way,
Drive
right?
where?
I'll build it while I'm flying.
I'm just gonna get in the car and drive. Drive where? To do what?
Hmm,
With
hmm.
whom? And why?
And the other thing is here's too many voices. You know what I mean? You ask everyone for advice and you still feel unsure because you're always in because they
Yes.
have different views about how to get there.
That's because that problem right there is because you want it to be perfect. You want a 100% guaranteed outcome that is perfect. And that is not going to happen. Again, start. Pick
Mhm,
something. Pick a person to follow. Well, how do I know who to follow? Well, search for the thing that you're searching for online.
mhm.
See who comes up consistently. Go and check that person's social media out. See what they're saying. This sounds good to me. This is what I want. Follow that person and listen to them. And then but you can't just listen and do nothing. You still have to start. You still
Oh,
have to say,
you have to take action.
yeah, you have to make the content, but you're trying to make perfect content. You can't do that. Because the people that you're following, all the successful people online, aren't making perfect content. They're making content that connects with a certain audience, which is you. It's not perfect, but it connects. See? It connects and it drives you into action of, okay, I like this post. They said, comment the word, whatever the word they tell you. You go in the comments and you type that word, and then it starts the bot, and then you interact. It gives you the thing, and then you look at it and you do what it says, and then you take action. See, nothing works if you don't take any action at the end. You have to take the action. So getting back to the Green Acres, he got the tractor, he got to this, he got to that, and then he went out and did it instead of going, well, okay, well, I got the tractor, I'll just sit and look at it. No, he got on it and figured it out and went and did what he needed to do. And then it went on from there and there and there. So, and as the show progressed, more people showed up because I remember there was some guy who's like a farming consultant or something. He would come
Oh,
out and tell him what he had to plant. Like he said, "Oh, I'm going to plant some wheat." He said, "No." The guy, the farming consultant who knows the land, came out and said, "No, this is for corn." Oh, but I bought wheat.
well,
So
he had that farmhand, Eb.
yes, that was the help. But what I'm saying is, as the show progressed, more people came in. He needed supplies from town, so then there was the shopkeeper in town who had the store, and then they had the pig and the stuff. So see how the story progressed. Arnold the pig. Everything revolved around the pig.
The shopkeeper, Sam Drucker.
Yes. So, but those things came in because as he needed something and progressed, as okay, I got the tractor, I got this, I got that, I got Eb, so all of those things came into play, and more things came in. So I mean, we can look at this show as a comedy and entertainment, but there are certain things planted in there, like Terralina said about the who, what, when, where, and why. Those are structural things that need to be in there to help.
That is such a great analogy, and it's so funny.
Yes, I mean, because I usually talk about a farm, but then I was like, today I thought about Green Acres, so that was just so like perfect because he was coming from, an urban area. He was coming from Manhattan, knowing nothing about being farming, but doing it, and then all the hilarious things that happened, and we're sitting watching, laughing, like, yeah, you should have known that, you should have known this. So that's the setup. I love that. I love that fits. And it's usually like the older shows that have
a
that
message,
great story,
that have a lesson.
Yes. There always there was always some kind of lesson in there. Either it was funny or dramatic, but there was the lesson. So that's what the thing is. What we're talking about today is the lesson of the things that you want online. They're there. You got to start with clarity. And sometimes just because you're following somebody online and you see them being successful at doing a thing, you have to think about all of the things that they had to do, which is the farm. They didn't just buy, it didn't come pre-made or pre-successful. They had to work at it. You just didn't see that part. You see, if you're following the right person, they're going to help you or guide you or teach you how to do those things. If you're following the right person. Again, how do I know if I follow the right person? Search, take a look at what they're saying and doing online. Does it resonate with you? Does it make sense? Then you keep following, and then you get into their funnel of the help that they provide, the solution that they give you. So,
and are they providing it clearly?
Yes.
So I can apply it once I learn it.
Yes. And if they're doing it right, it's simple and it makes sense to you, not to everybody.
You know what I mean? Yes.
Not to everybody. So see, that's the downfall. Everybody goes, well, I'm going to sell to everybody in the world.
And the other thing is that everybody learns from every teacher, and that's not true.
Right.
Different persons have different delivery.
Right. And you follow somebody and you don't click with them, you don't understand what they're saying. That's a key for you. Also, this is not the person to follow. Let me move to the next thing. Because there's everybody's out there talking about social media. Everybody's talking about every kind of topic there is. And you go, well, but why? Because everybody has a different approach, a different way of explaining it, of teaching it, connection and everything. Some people may do it simple and you go, well, I need that. Versus somebody who's does it, explains it complicated, or they're advanced. Maybe you're beginner level and they're talking to the advanced people. Well, that's not a connection for you. When I get to the advanced level, then I'll connect with them. But I'm not there. I'm a beginner. So you also want to start where you are, start on your level. So all of this is to cut out the confusion, the overwhelm of this is too hard. It doesn't work. I don't understand it, but I see everybody else out there doing it. It's like dancing. You want to dance. You want to be on Dancing with the Stars. What do? Every week they show. Why do you think they show the practice? They show the practice. There's a reason. They don't just come out and do here's the episode where everybody's dancing and dressed nicely and beautiful. No, they show the practice because that's what it takes.
You know something that is, I've been watching ice skating on YouTube.
Yes, I watched it too. I love that. Yes.
And because I love seeing the results. But I know that,
because they put the hard work in from when they were little kids. And there's one guy now, I think he's a champion. I don't remember his name, but he's great at it. He's like 10 to every time he comes out, it's a 10, 10, 9, 10, 10, 10. Like his scores are just so, and he makes it look effortlessly. He makes
and that's the thing.
Yeah, the quad hoop jump, this, that, and I'm like, how is he doing that 4 times?
I have no idea because I can't even stay up on ice skates.
Practice.
I really admire them.
Practice. And it looks great. And I'm like, oh, I would love to do that. But I'm like, hey, these kids started out, they were kids, okay? They were 2, 3, 4, 5 on the skates. That's how they become the champions. So
exactly.
All of these, everything we're talking about, especially with business, it all applies to starting with the clarity, doing the practice, having a system. And you don't see the work involved, especially with the ice skaters. You don't see the work involved. You don't see that. You just see the performance.
Exactly.
You see the performance, and it's great. And you go, oh my God. But you don't see the sacrifice.
You don't see the broken bones. You didn't see, what they fell and hurt this and that, and they recovered, and none of that.
Yes. Dr. Tati said she got a comment there.
She says, ice skating is not my ministry.
Yeah, it's something you got. I mean, I watched it as a kid, like Olympics. That was like the Winter Olympics. That was my thing. I was gonna watch the ice skaters.
I love the ice dancing and all of that, but
I'm not into the dance. I like the skating. I know they have ice dancing. I like the skaters because I know that ice. I don't remember what the difference is, but there's a difference between the ice skater and the ice dancer.
They have the solo performances, and then they have
the couples. It just looks. When they pick the right music and the camera work, it just looks so. Woo. But I'm like, hey, I know they put a lot of work in.
Those are
the things. It could be any of the topics we talked about today. It all applies, but it's you have to start with clarity. You have to start with, okay, this is something I want to do, and I can't let anything stop me.
There you go.
Because if you let the overwhelm, or like Terralene said, like that, the broken bones, the sprain, the pain, the this and
recovery,
that. Yeah, you don't get the reward. So, not to say that having a business online is going to be like you're going to have battle scars. It's just going to be mentally tough, as in I don't see it's not working for me, but I see it working for others. And what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Well, there's a bunch of things, but you got to start with clarity. So that's just one of the things. And that's it for today.
Thank you so much, TJ. We just love it when you come in here and help us focus. Okay, guys, you heard Terry. She said, hey, we need to have some clarity. So let's get clear. If you're looking for Terry Johnson online, you can find her, Terry Johnson online, everywhere, on Facebook, on YouTube. Tune in, subscribe to her channel, and also you can always find her over here on our channel at Bizchicks. So we love you, TJ, and we thank you for your contribution. Guys, get some clarity. Okay.
Get some clarity. Get some clarity.
Get some clarity. So remember, if you're looking to become a part of Bizchicks, you can simply join Bizchicks by texting Biz to 33777, or you can go to bizchicks.net. We love for you to become a part of our community so that we can share with others what it is you do and how you serve. Yeah. So with that, we just want to thank everybody. Dr. Tachi said it's a great show, TJ.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. And I did enjoy our conversation about Green Acres.
Yes, that was fun. It just popped in my, whenever I feel something popping in my head, I'll mention it. I'm like, okay, that sounds crazy,
Well,
But it
I
works.
think it's something we can all relate to. So,
Now
guys,
I gotta
remember,
go watch it.
exactly. Remember to get some clarity. With that, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll be talking about your health. So, with that, we'll see you soon. And everybody, Coach Karen will be back. She's been on vacation. So, we're looking forward to seeing her too. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye,
Bye
everybody.
bye.
Thank you for tuning in today. We trust you've learned something to help you build a more profitable business and take the hassle out of your hustle. See you next time.